Hey everyone, this is Gus, and right now we are starting our live session. Well, this is the first one in a long time that I'm doing, but well, today is 15th of March, I guess, or 16. I don't remember. Oh, probably 16. Sorry. So, since this is March, right now there is a challenge around the internet called March of Robots. That means you have to color, make, or paint a robot during the whole month of March, like pretty much in October. Well, I'm not yet into it, but let's do a robot today. And before doing this, let me tell you something about you know whatever I just insist since the beginning. So you want to draw. You already have this God-given talent. So you have practiced a lot and you want to jump into digital. So you said, well, I don't know much about going into digital, and I guess that digital is something like you know difficult. Well, it's another medium. Yeah, it's difficult as it's you like acrylics can be difficult. It's difficult as the drawing in a black and white or using pencils is difficult. So it requires dedication. So you have to be a very dedicated person and try to do this, regularly. For example, if you wanted to create a character, if you want to be a concept artist, there's as many kind of concept artists. There are concept artists that they just do like cards. So you do concept cards. I mean, from the futuristic, from the like a steampunk kind of things. So you can go and you can do and you can design all these cards. Personally, I like concept art for characters. I like to create characters. I'm starting my own comics. It's a secret. Sorry. Yeah, I'm starting my own comic and I'm starting developing the characters. So where I should begin? I mean, first you need references. What is this reference? What do you mean with reference? Okay, for example, my comic is about the pre-Diluvian existence. So yeah, I want to do something from the Noah times. And not like the pretty bad kind of things like the Noah movie. This is live, so I cannot insert bad scenes from that bad movie. Even though it has Russell Crowe, yeah, but Anthony Hopkins, but I didn't like that movie. For the historical standpoint, for biblical standpoint, for whatever standpoint, point of view, at all. So yeah, if you are a concept artist, you have to be true to yourself. So you either go to the kind of characters that were designed by Marvel, which is not kind of a real armor, by the way. There is no kind of Viking armors like the one that Thor is using all the way on during the Thor comics. So it's like what we call artistic license. Yes, an artistic license. That means the artist took some license, took some liberties. Yes, we are artists. We need freedom because we try on freedom. We believe in freedom. So there's no artist that support any kind of tyranny. Oh yeah, that's a political charge commentary right now. Yeah, is that true? But it's an artistic license, so the artist at the beginning, he thinks that instead of going in with this kind of mall, cut the mall, or this kind of rugged and pretty elaborated Viking armor, because the Vikings were great artisans. They have beautiful designs. They weren't the best and most, lightest bulb in the whole Europe, but those guys weren't stupid. So yeah, be respectful with your sources. So yeah, and other kind of things. You need to create your character according to those times. So well, we say that. Let me show you one of my sketches. This is my sketchbook. So I hope you can see it. Oh yeah, you can see it right now. I have a direct light right now, so now you can see the kind of sketches I'm doing. Not much. This is, I have a very powerful light, so yeah, I guess whatever I'm trying to do right now, it could be a little, I have to do that this way for you to see it better. Yeah, okay. So this is the kind of sketch that I done, trying to find an idea about characters. I have like 3 or 4 characters there. I have to do previous studies about them. I have to know about anatomy, so you better know a little more about anatomy, about poses, about 3/4 of a body, how this scene, perspectives, and so forth. Yeah, it's a long way, but it's not impossible. I mean, you can just go. There's a Udemy.com. There's Proco here in YouTube too. So there's many searches where you can get all the knowledge that you need. Just put it together and do something great. The second thing that you need, besides your talent, besides your sketchbook, is a pencil, like the professional ones. No, this is a pencil. Well, this kind of pencil is a lead pencil. It's at the 2 millimeters, I guess. Yes, it's a 2 millimeters in kind of pencil. I found these guys. I guess yeah. From this distance, it's better for the. I found these guys in China. Yeah, very good price. Yeah, there's many sources for you to find this kind of pencils. You can find the pencils. You have to find the leads. I'm using HB. Well, I'm doing the penciling on some sort of sketching, so I'm using HB. I like HB pencils, leads, among others, because they are not as chalky as the 2B. I mean, you know, so soft as the 2B, and they are not too hard as the H or the H2 or 2H or 3H. So yeah, or 5B or 4B or 2B or 3B. So I'd rather have, HB. HB is a good one. So this is the kind of pencil that I'm using. Yeah, pretty much it's a lead pencil, less mechanical pencil. So you see, yeah. Oh, okay, like this. See? So you can get rid of this. Yep, that's a good one. Also, I like needle erasers. Oh yeah. Well, the needle erasers, they are pretty much for me because I come from advertising agencies and many people that was doing the kind of, we call it the sketch, advertising sketches and advertising design. Well, they use this needed thingy. They love it so much. And they pass that knowledge to me too. And I get used to it. The other thing you need, besides that, is a computer. You need a powerful computer. Well, not as powerful that you have to spend like the next $4,000 on being in debt onto your eyeballs and try to get a Mac. Any decent Mac can do the trick. If you're using a tablet, I fear at least try to find something that has a dedicated graphic card. Whatever, it's a Windows or a PC. Well, I mean, it's a Windows, a desktop, Windows desktop, laptop. Give me laptops are good. Or a Macintosh and Apple. Could be Apple Pro, which is an overkill, it's $3,000. Or iMac Pro, which is another overkill, is like $5,000. So if you are like me, I went for another direction. So I put together mine. Yeah, I find a decent motherboard, which was an AMD motherboard. It has fire. This kind of what they call it is like the two cards. You can use two of these graphic cards. Just put it together so you have more and more power in your graphic card. Well, I have one of those motherboards. I have SSD and 16 gigabytes memory. If you're doing graphics, 16 gigs is the least you can have. 32 the best, but 16 is the least you can have. My motherboard can support 64. Oh yeah. Sometimes I put 64 in there. Also, I have Baron case. Is a case, as you can see, it's over there. My computer. I have a Baron case, which is a case that uses liquid cooling. So I have liquid cooling for my chip. My chip is a Ryzen 7. Yes, a Ryzen 7 1800X. That means it's overclocked. My graphic card is an AMD RX 580, 8 gigabytes, already overclocked. So yeah, that's the kind of configuration that I'm using myself because I like it. Also, I like it. Yeah. So anyway, coming back to the graphics. So you need a powerful graphic card because you need refresh rate. Okay, you are doing a drawing in your tablet, and when you're using a drawing in your tablet, there is a phenomenon called when you are using your pen and your pencil, pretty much over paper, the refresh rate is real time. So every time that I just put a line, it will be there. Okay, that's how your eyes perceive it. You need a very good graphic card, either NVIDIA or AMD, for running this kind of programs, because at the time you are putting your digital pen on the either is a screen like or display tablet or your iPad Pro, it should be at the same time that you are perceiving the line, and you have pen pressure also, because we have pen pressure here too. So you have to mimic the real world. That was happening digitally. So this is one of the things you have to put into your mind. Second, there is no need in this time to have a Wacom. I would love to have the new Wacom 16 inches, but let me tell you something. I have an XP Pen 15.6 HD, as in many of my videos I have stated. So it's perfect for me. I mean, it's good. Works with Krita with some switches. Works with Clipstudio Paint, Photoshop. I didn't know about Paint Tool Side because I don't use it. Works with Medvan Paint Pro, right out of the box, and also works with I'll tell you Krita already. So it works also with the Sketchbook Pro. So I know about those tablets because I've been using it. About those programs also. Yeah. So this is the brand that I've been using. Is the brand that I'm using because it's the brand I have. It's not that I'm working for those guys. I wish I could. It would give me some headaches out of my mind, like you know, quitting my day job. Yeah. So well, if you are planning to go into art digitally, creating concept art and concept art, you have to put that in perspective. You need to go digital. Everything, 100% now is digital. You don't go to Marvel and they expect you to bring to them like a huge plank of this cardboard with all your characters designed from pencil to the other stuff, to markers, to inks. You can use what's this called? Oh, acrylics. You can use watercolors. You can use whatever, but they don't expect you to do that. That's the thing from the past. Yeah, it's nice. It means you are very, very skillful. Yeah, believe me, you need to be very, very skillful to try to do cubism in acrylics, and also in oils colors. But they don't expect you to do that. They expect you to go with a pen drive, a small, tiny, mini pen drive. I don't have one here. Anyway, they are looking for you to bring a pen drive or sending an email with whatever they just ask you to do it. So it's either something that is downloadable or it's either something that is mailing to them. So they are looking for something digital. Good thing about digital is when I just started doing the digital in a minute or two is that also allows you to erase as many as you want. You can do windows, you cannot do windows in traditional paper. That's bad. You can do as many of this kind of stuff. You can work in layers. You don't need a light table. Things that you do need if you are doing traditional media. I mean, if you are doing art and if you are doing like a sequence of pages and you have your pencil in one huge plank like this, 11 by 14 or 11 by 17, and then you want to reproduce the same thing for your inks, you need a light table. That is more than 60 or something, $100 up to your budget. You just save it using layers. Thing to know, thing to think about it. So let's say you have all the equipment. What program should I use? Well, I told you before, Krita is free. Sketchbook Pro is free. Mediband Paint Pro is free. And if you have the big box, like paying $50 per month, or at least $20, Photoshop, or if you have one-time offer, go to Clickstudio Manga. They are not paying me this, but go to clickstudio.net or Celsius.net and find Clickstudio Paint Pro for only 60 bucks. Or if you wait for Black Friday, it will be 30 bucks. I have mine for 25 bucks on Black Friday last year. So yeah, there's many of these programs outside, and they are specifically designed to do digital illustrations. Colors in digital illustrations. Well, there is an infinity of brushes. There is no such thing like a traditional painter in digital illustration. So, being said that, go and learn again. There's Proco, there's painting with, there's Mickey Mega or Mickey Manga or something like that. The guy is very good doing mangas. So you can just learn there. You know, try to blend things. If you have a specific program, you can just Google it. How to do painting or how to blend colors using Photoshop, how to blend colors using Paint Tool Side, how to blend colors or whatever. You can just Google and start learning. So in this age, there is no excuse for not to do this. So yeah, it's a little expensive. Somebody might say, well, my computer is not that way. It cost me around something to 700 to 7 something hundreds dollars. A tablet that I'm using right now, let me show you. This is my display tablet. It's an XP Pen 15.6 HD. You can find one as cheap as this, 15 inches for $350. Comes with this nice pen. It's a very great pen. And monitors. You need a great monitor because you're using the tablet. If you are using one of those drawing tablets, like slate tablets, well, you can just find another XP Pen, Huion, whatever the brand is. There's many in the market and they are very good. So you can use one of those, and what you just save on the Cintiq kind, you just can expand it in a decent 4K monitor. There's a decent 4K monitor from the 200s. So yeah, it's a little more to the budget. Yeah, but it's worth. I mean, it's your dream. You have to pursue it. Don't tell people that you are not enough. Because, let me tell you something. Nobody ever has been born like Michelangelo or like Leonardo da Vinci. At 7 years old, Leonardo da Vinci don't paint like Leonardo da Vinci. It took almost 40 years to do that. Same for me. It took me almost more than 2 decades to do what I do. So yeah, this is a process. I don't tell you that you are gonna have success. You are gonna be successful. Sorry, my language. This is not my other language, as you can see. So next time, when somebody told you, "Oh, you are not good enough," really? Who is good enough? I mean, did you see how Andy Warhol draw? Mm, not quite much, but the guy was pretty creative, doing a certain kind of art. Whatever is your specialization, whatever is your style in comics, or whatever is your style doing illustrations, just thinking something. You make your own style, but you don't have to be lazy. Don't do this style because, oh, yeah, just funny, this is my style. No, whatever style is, you have to sustain that style. You have to be able to defend that style. That means I'm doing this because I think it's the best for my illustrations. That's a way. And also, read. Read a lot. And these times, nobody ever reads. So just find digital books about painting, about mastering history, and just read it. You don't need to go to university many times. Or other times, you want to go to art school, go art school. There's many tricks that they can tell you. Let me tell you something that one paint artist, Eugene Delacroix, in the 19th century said, let's just tell me how to do it. I put the rest. They will just tell you how to do it, how to make a line. You are the only one who's gonna make that line into a work of art. So let's go to do our robot. Enough talking. So right now I'm gonna switch to my tablet and thing and start drawing. Let me change my glasses to my reading glasses. Okay, let's try to do paint a new one. Nope, I don't want to read the new news for Celsius. Oh, we can back on Cintiq for you and two friends. Let's go to Facebook and Twitter and do that. And that sounds cool. So let me see this. Yeah. So let's do this. It's just gonna be a little sketch about a robot. Man, I've been talking just 22 minutes. Wow. So yeah, let me do a new. Okay, I'm gonna do an illustration. Oh, let's do something smaller. Where's the postcard vertical? Yeah, postcard vertical is okay. Let's do the postcard. Yeah, okay. Let's gonna find, oh yeah, pencil. Okay. Well, let me get more comfortable. Okay. Let's start doing some lines. I have my raw pencil and I'm gonna make this pencil into my layer blue. Oh yeah, see this bit. So some ideas about what I'm gonna do with a robot. Oh well, I'm gonna do a robot chick. So yeah. This is called dynamic lines. Dynamic lines, that means movement. Okay? So with this kind of dynamic lines, we're just trying to see whatever is gonna be the pose and the kind of lines. See, we do some articulations. We start doing the cranium. See, this is the lines for me to know where it's gonna be this. Okay. Explanation. This is the humors.
remember the boots. You say boots. Yeah, sorry. Sometimes I forgot that this is the phone where they are. This is the coccyx. No.
See, this is pure human anatomy. We're just constructing this kind of cyborg. Well, okay, it's not a cyborg right now. It's just many people say, well, it looks pretty much like a naked lady. Oh yeah. Let me do the cyborg part of him, of her. I mean, how you want your cyborg to be? That's many people doesn't know. Yeah, well, people don't know about much stuff. Okay, this is a kind of cyborg that I've done before. Okay, this is not the cyborg that I just blot out of my mind. I just and a cyborg has been born. This is some kind of robot chick that I've done before. I didn't before, and it's something that I'm accustomed to do. So I know my tricks, and I know what you want to do with this. But feel free, you can do whatever the cyber you want to do in this kind of stuff. I mean, it's your universe. You are designing this kind of creatures. You are designing these creatures. No, nobody else is doing this for you. So yeah, you are designing these creatures. Okay, this is also the part when you can just do this.
Have you seen a Terminator? Well, I'm trying to do a Terminatrix, which is pretty much a mix between our Terminator and the T-2000, I guess, was the girl. I don't remember much. But I got madly in love with that kind. And also for a old movie from Jean-Claude Van Damme called Cyborg. I like the cyborg that was portrayed there. I like it a lot. And I tell on myself, I like that cyborg. That cyborg is so cool. So this is pretty much just my robot chick. What you just. This is the sketch. This is the part that 100% of artists really like. Yeah, we artists like the sketch. We can, you know, you can make mistakes, you can make errors in the sketch part. Some parts you can not make those mistakes, but in the sketch part, you can make mistakes. It's good. It's okay to do mistakes in the sketch part. Yeah. So for this girl, we're also using some theory. So over the stylization. See, so far she's a robot. I got to add some other stuff here. I would like to add. She's totally connected to whatever the environment is. Let me tell you, this is still the sketch part. So let me rephrase this. This is what you do when you have some idea that you are doing in digital. I don't pretend to be a teacher and a master in this, but let me tell you guys, this is fun. So if you are working in something and suddenly it's not fun, it turns to be tedious, it turns to be like a job. Well, maybe it's your time to revise your design. Probably it's not something that you want to do, but probably it's something that they want. But sometimes they are not quite that, savvy about what they want. So be prepared to have at least two options. Okay? You just need one that they might like. And the second is what do you think they need? Because we are designers, we are hired to do that. We are hired to think for them. Okay? We are not hired to think for in their place, but we are hired to do our jobs, and our jobs are create. So far, let's see this girl again. So we are mimicking right now here the so a good way to know where the harms is or supposed to be is revising the structure. Yeah. So this is the idea. So let's go to the face. So the face. Okay, let's see this. Almost in its totality. Okay. This is Marshall Robot and I'm doing a cyber check. This is my idea of a cyber check. So yeah, it has some human elements. It's like a pinup, but quite sometimes quite a science fiction, kind of science fiction. Pretty much like Gun 2.0. I like that movie. There's in Netflix, by the way. Nice idea, nice concept from the mangas. So where are my ideas coming? Well, pretty much from movies, pretty much from my own investigations, and also pretty much from another artist. Yeah, I used to like artists like Manara, like Moebius, which his name is Jean Giraud. Giraud is a French comic artist. I guess he died like a couple of years ago or a little more. He was the guy behind the Fifth Element, the Jean-Luc Besson movie in the 90s. And also he was the guy, believe it or not, I just learned it, that he was the guy behind the designs of the movie Master of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren. Yeah, it's not a kind of movie that many people like. It's not like Marvel, but the development of the characters. I mean, the Skeletor and the other guys. Yeah, they came from Jean Giraud, and the guy was pretty good at that. So my comics inspirations come from George Rosenthal and Jean Giraud, also from Hugo Pratt, if you don't know how to speak Spanish, and also from like Segrels, like Serpieri, and among others, there's many European comic artists. There's one called like from the Gogs from I don't remember the name. Was one the ones like a god, Egyptian gods that they use, like they were extraterrestrial beings and they use like a pyramid kind of spaceship. Pretty nice. Also the one movie from the 90s, the Stargate, the original one. No, the series, the original movie with Jason Spider and this guy Kurt Russell was a very great movie, and I love a lot about the design from the Egyptians, from the extraterrestrial kind of Egyptians. Yeah, that is when sometimes you can get your inspiration, and also sometimes you can get your inspiration from from different sources. So yeah, in this job you are not like oh no, I got my inspiration from some specific kind of place, but you can get your inspiration from many places, and it's everywhere. So you can just do it. And right now we are going to do my inking. I'm gonna use the G pen. I'm gonna use the real G pen, the one I like it more. And I have it in 6. So let's see the 6. See, this is what I like about pen pressure. Well, you can just get a little bigger and then it can be like this. It can be like this. It can be like this. Well, many people prefer that, but other people, like me, prefer, having like 6. Yeah, like 6. So I will start doing the inking for you guys. How will I do the inking? Well, if I were, the regular kind of world with pen and paper, I will do the inking by like this. Let me show you an ink I did a long time ago. I will do the inking like this. Oh, you can just watch it better because I have a source of light that is too powerful. So you can do the inking this way, and for that particular kind of inking, I use one of this. Oh, let me show you. It's in some place. Well, what is that? Where to put it? Wait a minute. I come back in again. Yeah. I use one of this. This is some brush for do kanji sumie kind of inking on watercolor. Well, actually, sumie. Yeah. It's already made with this. And some washes. You can do your own stuff using traditional media instead of just doing 100% digital. So yeah, let's start inking this girl. Sorry, I'm being a little cramped in this place. So yeah, let's do some. Oh, The thing that I don't like much about digital is that you usually get lost into details. I mean, you can be very, very precise. The tell is speaking. Yeah. Well, that's the thing that I don't like it much, because when you're doing, let me tell you, when you're doing traditional media, when you're doing pencils or inks, regular kind of paper, unless you're doing a huge format, many of the formats, the biggest one for comics of a cover is 11 by 17. So it's not as big as this. This is probably huge. So you can just submerge into details. Sometimes you have to be very careful, because if the details get you, they will suck you up. And you will get lost in there. I mean, you can be in this kind of drawing something that will tell you 40 minutes and 30 minutes, because it's a sketch. You could be doing something very precise, very precious, and it will be, oh man, will be like 2 hours or something. But by the way, I almost 1 hour, so I better get going. So yeah, that is the thing that I don't really like it much about. My Twitch is updating for network. Okay, I'm not using my Twitch right now. I've been interrupted by Twitch. Let me see. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, that's the problem when you have your tablet and just one monitor. I'm not telling you go buy you another monitor, but it could be a great idea if you have more than one. So yeah, as I told you, you get submerged in details, in all those details. And the problem with the details is, oh my gosh, they can dry you up sometimes. Well, this is the first part of the inking. I'm just doing like a line art. Problem is, I tend to be so precious. Yeah, trying to submerge myself in the details. I told you not to go in there, guys. And I never pay attention to myself. That is bad. I have to do this a little more, consistent. Because sometimes I should show you this in the text. Yeah, she looks better. Once you have the structure, you can start putting together whatever you want to do. So if you are familiar with this kind of a structural design, which I'm not, I'm just doing something, I apologize. This is somebody that is an expert in cybernetic, and doing right now my sketchy structures. He said, well, that doesn't look good. Sorry, and this is what we call artistic license, and I think like a good idea, but if you can do something way better, yeah, you can do it. That's nice. Alright, no, I don't want this guy. So yeah, sometimes this. continue doing the rest. That's my wife. I thought something happened. She saw a bug. Okay.
No, I saw that it was, but it wasn't. I stopped.
Well, so far this is the line art of my cyber check. So well, I'm gonna start doing some more fine details. For example, I just discovered something I don't like. It's here. That usually have. The other thing that I like about this is that I have multiples undoes. So I can do the undoes or whatever I want to. So yeah, I want it this way. So let me do this more like this. Not much. So one part. Okay, let's see. Yeah, no, well, look at more. That's some more sense, anatomically speaking. We have some more sense anatomically speaking, guys. So let's see. Oh, I almost without battery, so my battery will die pretty soon. So yeah, let me do this as soon as I can. Just summon. So I'm gonna try to do as many of these cables, but I'll try to use different diameters. That's the way I'm separating one to each other. Yep, I'm separating one to each other because I want them to be like more noticeable. You know, the more details have your thing, the more professional it looks. You know, you're more confident on the lines. Yeah, many of this here. pretty soon my camera will start doing this like dying. So yeah. But I will continue this guy until this girl, I mean, until I finish up. So this is mental note for me. Next time I should try to find out a best way or becoming faster, or definitely have like a power source for my camera. Definitely need one. So yeah. So right now this is just line art, 100% line art. Let me show you. This is 100% line art. The good thing about this is you can work on layers. So let me show you this. We do a new layer. We just did. Okay? So in this new layer, I'm gonna make the details, not the fine details. Well, not like fine details, but I wanna do like separating, making more lines in one place and more lines in another place, because I want this to be a little more like have depth. Okay? Like being 3D. For that reason, I need more black lines in some places. So let me do this guy a little bigger. Right now this is a size 6, probably a size 7. Yeah, let's do a size 7. And then let's do this. Okay, so I'm gonna do this because these are I want to be separated onto each other. See? Yeah, okay. Yeah. See? I'll show you this. See? This is the base of the first one of my details. I can get rid of them, see? Without ruining whatever I just make. So you can add some details and add some three-dimensionality to this, and also they make, okay, this looks like muscles. So yeah, you can add those details in a new layer for you. So if you don't want it, you can just get rid of them and start again, and you just don't creep your design. This is the good thing about the digital versus the conventional. You don't have this dissonance in the conventional. just make different depths, different depths of black, so you can just make in there. You make this more noticeable. They're going out. So, you're trying to chat with me right now in YouTube. Let me tell you that I don't have my computer with another window, so I will see the chat later on. So feel free to drop me any idea you have, or if you have any question. I will be glad to tell you about that if I know the answer, of course. See, now you have three-dimensionality. You know where the depth is, how the muscles are just moving inside. Yeah, there's a few tricks of the trade that you can learn here and there. You can see protocol. Right now I just went black because my battery just died. I mean the battery in my camera. Yeah, I wish I could do something about that. So if you know some idea about what you do with these cameras, let me know, because I have no idea. No, seriously, I have no idea what you do. So right now, this gas, well, you're not watching me anymore because my camera just went black. How is that possible? Well, because the battery died. That happens when you have a camera with the limited battery. Yeah, I have to find out a good way to do this because I like to be watched all the time. Turns out my camera, my Rebel G3i, I know it's an old one. It's some kind of battery hoarder, so it's the battery a lot. So right now, yeah. So what you're just watching here, I'm just doing some kind of depth to do some details. As you see, I'm constructing the details. I'm using ink, and I'm using right now Clipstudio Paint. You're watching me using Clipstudio Paint, and I'm also using my display tablet. It's like a Syncticine from XP Pen. And I'm doing the second part of my inking, which is like a shading, but pretty much constructing some details. you're watching right now is me giving some texture to this in drawing. This is my inking. I'm doing some lines to separate it, giving some depth to the vision you're having about my inking right now. Well, I'm using this in digital for you guys to see how the thing is working in digital. So yeah, you can see here. This technique is pretty simple. We're using these lines to construct the shadows and to construct the other shadows. And if I don't like something, I can just erase it. See? And I have no problem my, or you can just do like this and see? This is what I call we are just adding some depth of field. Which is good to add in some three-dimensionality. Also some texture. Let's proceed. You're supporting objects, you are supporting also planes. Okay. guys, I'm going to leave you with my arm. Well, I'm gonna open the door for my daughter. She's scared. Wait a minute. Well, guys, I'm back. Yep, this is Gus again. So let us let us do some right now. You're just hearing my voice because let me tell you, for some weird reason, well, not weird reason, I know what happened. My camera is stopped working because it has no battery. Yeah, that what might happen to you when you have these sort of cameras that I have. Well, or either my battery is bad or I guess my that was my wife. So yeah, for those who just get late here, I'm just doing a little robot check for martial robots. Yeah, it's pretty much gonna be my only one. I'm not sure if the model of robot will allow me to do cyborgs, but anyway, this is my contribution to the cause. But okay, so let's see this. Yup. Okay. See? Way better. Now you have the contrast between the parts that are robotic and the parts that not. So doing a more thicker black line, you're just doing like adding some depth to your drawings, to your concept art. Also, among many, is considered more like professional. See? Now you see there is some kind of three-dimensionality. So it's three-dimensional. It has a depth of field. And we do the line, the black line in some parts, but everything just in some parts. I like to add my double lines when this part when two objects are intersecting. Not all the way, but some part. So it will separate the object from the surroundings. So for you, you can see there is an object there. There's two objects because they have been separated. It's not like a mass. And when it comes to tubing, it's so difficult. So I hope I'm doing this good. So I cannot see the comments in your chat or whatever you are thinking about this. So yeah, I hope you like it. Please like this video and share it. Okay, let's see this girl one more time. Okay. Looks nice. Looks pretty nice. I'm sure it's not like this. Yeah, I guess I'm like. Okay, let's go. The shoulder muscles. Not sure. I don't like it. Need some shiny. Okay. Well, this is the beauty of using just do this. guys, I'm finished. This is my Marshall Roberts by Gus. This is my cyber check. I hope you like it, guys. And please don't forget to like this video, share it, and if you are not subscribed to my channel yet, subscribe to my channel. I'm just an artist, and what I'm doing is just art. I'm not sponsoring or doing any kind of review for products unless they are mine. So whatever you see here about the products that I'm using is because they are mine, and I can share with you my opinion firsthand. And well, this is my Marshall robot, my connected one, because she's fully connected. So I hope you like this video, and please remember that this video was brought to you by myself. I'm not being sponsored for nobody, and I'm not doing advertising for anyone. So yeah, please drop a like for this artist and help me out. Also, I will share in the description of this video. Once it's finishing, processing, I will share my DeviantArt, my ArtStation, and my Facebook. If you guys want to ask about commissions or something, or if you know that somebody that might need covers or illustrations, let me know. This is Gus, and thank you for joining me. Bless you all, and have a good day.